Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kradash. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well in the citation of the whole for elect. It's the brother Damawa from the GMS Cleveland branch coming back with a quick video. And who you see there on the screen, all right, they're supposed to be, all right, the couple that own, all right, that water supply, the water supply in the area that caught fire in Southern California. And I believe the wife to the right, I believe she's dead, all right. But as you can see, okay, those are some of their products, all right. And it was estimated, if I heard correctly, that all their businesses and all the water supply areas that they own together is worth about $5 billion. Okay, but you know, they may not even be, all right, the whole truth of the matter. But you know, the point of it is, all right, that proves, okay, a couple things, all right. But one of the main things, all right, is that we are the people of the Lord, all right, and understanding prophecy, okay. We know exactly why things the way that they are, okay. And before we get started, we're gonna go. I want to go to Deuteronomy real quick because this is a big indicator, all right, of who was the what the Lord people was going to be doing, all right, and what type of position they was going to be in, okay. And it didn't say anything about us owning the water supply, all right, over here in Babylon, okay. It actually said that we was going to be the tail, all right, and our oppressor is going to be the head, okay. But this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48, all right, because if you wanted to identify, all right, who the Lord people is, you can understand by, all right, this chapter, all right, because the Lord, when we agreed to the first covenant, all right, it came with rules and curses, basically, all right. So if we broke the rules, we was gonna be cursed, all right. But this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It says, "Therefore should thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord should send against thee." Okay, and did he not send these so-called Romans? All right, these he sent the Romans, all right, to scatter us abroad. Well, Salaki, he sent the Romans, all right, to make us scatter, all right, abroad out of our homeland back in 70 A.D. in Jerusalem, all right. But he also, okay, sent the so-called white man, all right. At that time, you know, it was mainly the Spaniards, all right, the conquistadors, okay, a couple British, all right. But basically, all right, they made a pact with with they made a pact with damn, I forgot their name, with Ishmael, Salakia. he made a They made a pact with Ishmael, okay, which y'all know them by the Arabics, okay, them and who the world try to get us linked up with, all right, which is the Canaanites, all right, the true Africans, all right. but they came together, okay, and gathered us, all right, captured us, all right, after we fled from the Roman persecution, all right, in 70 AD. We was mainly, all right, on the west coast of Africa, all right, and that's when they came into the pact, all right, to put the children of Israel into slavery, far away from our homeland, okay. But it's all was a curse, all right, that you can find in this chapter, all right. But Deuteronomy 28:48, it says, "Therefore should thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord should send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness." All right. Now, just those three alone, hunger, thirst, and nakedness, Salakia, all right, that lets you know because you'll see Jake, all right, a Jake every now and then, okay, who will own a restaurant, own a clothing store, okay, but don't get it twisted, all right. That's just a person who leasing the building, okay, but all the material that you need for these things, all right, and Jake don't own no goddamn meat plant or no farm or anything of real substance that can feed the neighborhood. All right, we're not in control of none of that. Okay, and the nakedness. All right, we don't own any, or we don't distribute and make the clothing. We don't have the cotton. Okay, so when you take a step back and when you get into the realization of things, you'll start understanding, all right, that the so-called white man, Esau Edom, he the one who owns everything. Okay, he the one who signs the check per se. Okay, because all people would look at a dude like LeBron James and think that we getting somewhere. Okay, but somebody signs LeBron James check. Okay, which also these things go back to the main companies that own these type of corporations. Okay, own these type of organizations that's the base of different material being made. All right, it majority of them always go back to the slavery days. Okay, because that's when America and so-called all right, the Rothschilds and all of them, that's when they made the most money. Okay, when they didn't have to pay the slaves for 300 plus years. Okay, on top of the slaves themselves being commodity. Okay, but when you do the history, like on Chase Bank and all these other household names, okay, they got started off the backs of Jake. Okay, so that's more of a that's that's more of a witness against them. Okay, because the history that we know, all right, the history that they don't like to talk about, all right, the history that they trying to scrub from the books now, all right, and not teach the kids, talking about what they call it, uh, race theory, or I forgot what they called it, but you know, all right, when they basically trying to say that the facts of history, all right, it's just a theory, okay, because they don't want to be known as those people, all right. But it says, "I will send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things." All right. And he should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Okay. And that's still going on to this day. All right. And if you type in the yoke of iron, all right, if you type it into Google, you will see, all right, pictures of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans from back in the day, all right, being chained together as chattel slavery. Okay, because these other nations, they be trying to paint themselves in the likeness of us. All right, you don't have no pictures of no other group of people. All right, being sold and being looked at. All right, as cattle. All right, as well as the scripture that said you was going to be taken by boats. All right, by ships. Okay, because before the Atlantic slave trade, All right, they didn't take, okay, no other group of people from one side of the hemisphere to another. All right, because at that time the known world was already discovered. Okay, but they still didn't take a nation into captivity by no damn boats. Nobody but you so-called Negroes mainly. All right, but it was also the Northern Kingdom as well. But they took them from over here from America. All right, on up north. All right, to the northern countries. Okay, but just a little back history that there's no mistake that we're in this position. Okay, so we bring out these videos. All right, as more of being a witness against you goddamn devils. Okay, and sooner or later the Lord is going to move on our behalf.
Taxpayers whose water these billionaires hold hostage.
Oh yeah, but Salakia. All right, so look, he about to go into this. I'm gonna stop it every now and then. We're gonna play probably about a good 7 minutes of it. It goes in. All right, it's a lot of good information. So check it out.
Urban water systems are desperate for water, but in 2023, they'll receive just 5% of what they requested from the state. The Resnicks are the biggest farmers in California. As of 2007, they owned 4 San Francisco's worth of farmland, and nearly half of Americans buy at least one of their products. Their pistachios, their pomegranate juice, their mandarins, their flowers. It's all under one massive umbrella, the Wonderful Company, a privately owned company worth at least $5 billion. The majority owners, the Resnicks, are worth at least $8 billion. How were they able to take over such a large percentage of what should be a shared public resource? This is The Classroom from More Perfect Union, and today we're looking at how the Resnicks got rich. Linda is a former child actress, the daughter of Jack Harris, a successful movie distributor of the 1950s, most well known for The Blob.
Starring Steve McQueen and a cast of exciting young people.
At 19, she founded her own advertising agency. Stewart was born to a middle-class New Jersey family and started his first business, a janitorial service, in grad school. He eventually acquired American Protection Services, a burglar alarm and security company. Linda approached him about marketing services for the company, and they hit it off, not knowing that one day they'd work together to take over California's water. The Lovebirds became business partners. They bought Teleflora, the flower delivery company, and the Franklin Mint, purveyors of inane little tchotchkes. Linda was the marketing person, and Stewart was in charge of business. As Linda told the LA Times in 1993, "I've always said that Stewart and I together make one perfect person, like little salt and pepper shakers." In the late 80s, they found their primary industry, agriculture. They got into the pistachio business. Linda said, "We've done more for the pistachio than anyone ever since it was planted in the Garden of Eden.
Let me pause right there, man. These motherfuckers, these people, they a bunch of liars. That's why the Lord took that bitch out too. She gone. She already dead. But these, you see, knowing damn well that these are those people, all right, that didn't even know how to veg. Okay, they didn't know none of these things. But then, all right, they would boast their mouth, man, like some proud ass devils, man. All right, and they would try to rewrite history and to paint themselves to be the victors as if they did something righteously. A nigga wouldn't even be no hater like that, or like people wouldn't even fight against them like that if they had really did these things honorable. All right, but they're known for tricking you into a contract. All right, because they know that you're going to honor the contract, but they only propose a contract to you to get you tied in somehow, some way to either work for them or gain them money, all right, why got you obligated to something that you signed on the paper, okay, and they're not obligated to treat you fair, all right? That's normally the type of deal that this goddamn devil proposed to people, all right? And that's how he really be getting ahead. What the scripture says, unrighteous dealings, injuries, all right, got by deceit, Okay, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. Cause these goddamn devils. And then they turn around, all right, and try to rewrite history, man. Like the nerve of these devils, man. Like, it's crazy. Let's get a scripture real quick. I hope I'm getting the right one, Salakia. Boom. Here we go. Yeah. This Psalms 44. All right, we're going to start at verse 20. Okay, it says, if we have forgotten the name of our power or stretched out our hands to a strange God, should not God search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart. All right. So again, for our punishment, all right, these are the things that we have to endure. Okay. Dealing with the most grimiest, stingiest ruler, all right, that ever ruled the earth. Okay. And now the nigga is hoarding. Okay. This nigga has learned how to capitalize off of natural resources, man, off of things that this nigga can't even create. All right. It says, yeah, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Yeah. All right. And there's no acknowledge of our labors. All right. All right. They act like that they did all this shit on their own, man. They're a bunch of liars, bro. On top of unfair, okay, unjust, okay. It says, verse 23, awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord? Arise, cast us not off forever. Yeah, man, because now we're in the season, all right, when the Lord, all right, is starting to move. Okay, we're in that season now where he's about to issue out judgment on these people. Okay, because their wickedness have fulfilled, all right, the earth. Okay. And if the Lord didn't move, okay, there'd be no flesh left to be saved. Because as you can see, this goddamn devil, all right, will rationing out. He is willing to ration out the world, all right, a portion of nothing. Okay, while he sit back and have everything. All right. It says, awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord? Arise, cast us not off forever, because it's also written that he was going to turn his face away from us. All right. And that was mainly during that 350 year period. Okay. That we like to go by 1619. Okay. Starting in 1619. All right. During that slave trade I was talking about. Okay. All the way up to what? To 1969. Okay. And it says, wherefore hidest thou face, and forgettest our affliction and our oppression? Okay, and Jake be talking shit like that. All right, if God is black, why would he do us like that? All right, that because we sinned against him. Okay, so that's why we gotta deal with the basis of man ruling. Okay, because only a base-minded individual, okay, would do the things that these goddamn so-called white people do while they have all the power in their hands. All right. It says, for our soul is bowed down to the dust, our belly cleaveth unto the earth. Yeah, man, Jake is always, all right, at the bottom of the barrel, okay, victims, all right, of whatever next scheme Esau Edom got planned. All right. They always getting the crumbs off the master's table. All right. They never really own anything. Okay. But they allow one or two of our people to look like that they're doing something, but not knowing that by the time they die, okay, all that money returns back to the one who gave it to them. All right. So our people is never really changed. Okay. They never really brought out of that low condition. All right. Verse 26, it says, arise for our help and redeem us for thy mercy's sake. Okay, and that's what he's gonna do, because as you can see with these goddamn devils, all right, as time passes on more and more, all right, if 20 years were to pass, all right, and the Lord didn't move, okay, next thing you know, the generation behind our generation, okay, they probably wouldn't even know anything about slavery. Okay, let it be left up to these motherfuckers, man. All right, because they want all the credit, okay, for anything noble. All right, but these goddamn devils have did nothing fair. All right, and they haven't outworked anybody, okay, to get a heads up. Okay, the only thing they have been known to do is to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. All right, and make these goddamn false contracts and get people to sign them. Okay, while at the same time they be the first ones to break a treaty. Okay.
So it was planted in the Garden of Eden. My husband should be canonized for all the work he's done. They started branching into other products: almonds, pomegranates, citrus, wine, and acquiring more and more land to cover it, including some very important land in Kern County, which granted them water rights in the area. As the Resnicks were building their empire, the state of California was building new water infrastructure with taxpayer money. California's natural water supply is very inconsistent. Vastly differing amounts of rainfall means the state can go from surplus to drought and back very easily. So they build water banks to store water during surpluses to have during droughts. One important storage facility is the Kern Water Bank, started in 1988. The facility was built with hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars, which could have been a good thing. The people of California would have owned the water. But there were two Californians thirstier than the rest, and they wanted more water: Linda and Stuart Resnick, and they had a lot of political power. We'll get to that. In 1994, state water officials, water infrastructure contractors, and agricultural landowners with water rights arranged a secretive meeting at a resort in Monterey Bay, California.
Now, hold on. Let's get that, because somehow, some way, all right, this goddamn devil is always doing things behind the scenes, okay, but try to portray as if you are free to come up, save your money, and buy something that's really lucrative over here, okay? But this right here shows you, okay, no matter what time period we talking about, all right, on whatever level, these people, all right, built this system for them to get ahead, all right, and not even all of them, okay, not even all of them, all right, but them small hatters, okay, and the people that's in these secret hidden hand fraternities and all that old shit, all right, like the boy Colin said, the comedian, the white comedian who been died, all right, they got a club, all right, and you ain't in it, okay, and that's the sentiment, all right, because again, they always got some type of hidden meeting, okay, but they be quick to try to label you a conspiracy theorist, all right, when these things get found out, okay, but that's the exact definition of a conspiracy, all right, two or more gathering to do evil, all right. So these people is a bunch of hypocrite, lying, all right, devils, man, false accusers, okay, that the Lord is about to knock their ass clean out of power. All right, but let's get there real quick. That's Psalm 64. All right, boom. Psalm 64 and 2. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked," all right, "from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity," okay, because from this meeting, these bitches, all right, have made shit worse and worse over time, and really came down to it. Them people houses was on fire. They ain't even let them use their water, but they built it up their whole network off the taxpayer dollars, all right, and that's why this whole system got to come down, man, because it's built upon the backs of the people, and they really don't have no choice in the matter, man. Like these goddamn politicians, the governors and all that, like they let all their friends in, all right, and they trade power seats, okay, for bargaining chips, all right, while all of them is in cahoots, okay, to rob the people, all right, and they put up laws, okay, to where they just gotta write cover stories, all right, to help hide it even better. All right, and they never get sentenced. All right, judgment never go forth. Okay, like they could be responsible for killing hundreds of people for not doing the action. All right, and they're never brought into question. Okay, but here it is. Here it is. All right, Jake. Okay, can't even get a loan. All right, he can't even get a loan. Okay, but these people who already have money can get a fucking whole damn build off taxpayer money. Make that make any sense? All right, just like the elder beloved Malcolm will always bring out. All right, that whole tax thing, okay, was a ploy. All right, started because they needed money during what, World War One, I believe. All right, and ever since they saw how lucrative that shit was, they haven't stopped it since. All right, but by the law, all right, taxes are only supposed to be paid by businesses. Okay, but of course, Esau, Edom, all right, the kingdom that we are in is the most backwards, dumbest society ever, man. All right, and you can tell because the people are stupid.
California. These groups, a mix of private companies and public agencies, rewrote California's water rules without any input from voters, taxpayers, or legislators. The new
See, they rewrote laws. Rewrote laws. What come to mind? Wicked decree. All right, those people, man. These the Edomites. All right, they will write something that they need to use in law just so they can use it. This is these people are fucking evil, bro. But these same people, all right, will come together and vote to make rainwater collecting illegal. All right, so you gotta understand. But then on top of that, nigga, how you like trying to guard a God-given right, like what the fuck, like crazy, bro.
Rules, called the Monterey Plus Agreement or the Monterey Amendments, were devastating for working Californians and great for agriculture billionaires. The original code included urban preference, a long-standing rule that in times of drought, the state water board would give urban areas, where people live, access to water supplies before agricultural interests. Monterey axed that. That means that in times of drought, the water systems for normal Californians would have to buy water from private companies because they weren't getting it from the state. The new agreement also loosened regulations on paper water. That's water that doesn't necessarily exist anywhere but on paper. The full quantity...
Make that make any sense, though? If y'all just saw that map, they basically built a dam in the center part of California for it to be spread out to the edges of California when it's a drought. See, but that's what I just said. This shit is so backwards. Why would the middle part of an area get more water, right, than the areas that's made on the side of an ocean? That just made no sense. Let's take that. Look, that's the water y'all about shooting off shot. Look at that picture, man. Look at that picture. Everything on the left, that's the border. All right, that's what they call it, not the Atlantic, the Pacific. That's the Pacific Ocean right there, nigga. Why is the water not connected to something that way? You know, and that don't even. You know, but this is man's society, man. Like he will build a dam. Okay, he will he will blow up a bridge, a capable working bridge, just to build a dam, just to charge people a toll. Like, this is who we dealing with. The master of disaster, Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man.
Californians would have to buy water from private companies because they weren't getting it from the state. The new agreement also loosened regulations on paper water. That's water that doesn't necessarily exist anywhere but on paper. The full quantities of water that providers could have, but don't actually need to have. Today, 5 times as much water has been promised and sold as actually exists. And importantly, the meeting changed ownership of the Kern Water Bank. What once belonged to
Nigga, how can you lie on water? So y'all really think that we'll need to get up out of here? Man, listen, these devils is about to come down. They are about to get unreasonable. We're about to really see, all right, crazy on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level. This is madness. This is madness. I ain't mean for the video to go that long, Salakia. Check out the video though. It's a good watch. It's I meant to really zoom through, but like the story is just to see like what they've been getting away with is it's a miracle, man, that we still here. All right, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. For real. Like these goddamn devils, bro. Like they is something savage. All right, real quick, this is Psalm 73, gonna start at verse 3. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." All right, because without this knowledge from the outside looking in, you would think that you would have to be like one of them, cutthroat and just straight chasing your money. All right, willing to do anything for money. Okay. When I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there is no bands in their death. All right. Meaning what? There's no limit. All right. There's no limit to what they'll do, and there's no limit to what they can do. Okay. But their strength is firm. Yeah, man, because everywhere you turn, all right, these goddamn people got a headlock on things. All right. From the water supply, from the food supply. Okay. From the clothing supply. We just read that earlier. The Deuteronomy, in the want and need of all things, man. These people control this shit, man. So at any moment they could just decide to turn on people. What are you gonna do? You we really can't do anything. All right. That's why ain't nobody really done anything. All right. Just Psalm 73 and 5. It says, "They are not in trouble like other men." Yeah, man. These people have met. All right. And they try to make it seem like it's a regular story. You know damn well those people were meant to be, or like they was a part of an already rich family. Okay, nowhere in the hell he just had a regular job and this bitch was a nighttime clerk. Come on, that's not how you trip and fall into power over here in America. Okay, wake up, people. Everything is strategic. Okay, it says they are not in trouble as other men. Okay, neither are they plagued like other men. Yeah, man, because that would never happen for any other regular customer. I mean, any other regular American. All right, you're not just about to come together and buy no goddamn. They not about to just let you buy no goddamn water supply for the city. Like who? Come on now. All right. It says, verse 6, "Therefore pride could pass them about," all right, as a chain, okay? And like you heard what she said, what she say? My husband is the best pistachio grower or some shit. He should be the, whatever she says. But basically, all right, they're boasting about something, okay, that, if you knew real history, it would tell you that these goddamn devils didn't even know how to wash themselves. Okay? So the Lord done built these goddamn devils up, man. All right? It said, "Therefore pride could pass them about as a chain." All right? Because they don't ever think that they're going to be brought down. Okay? So that's why even now too, though, the Lord has been exposing them more and more. All right? And as you can see, okay, they just be laughing in the face of these people, all right, in these photos or these interviews, okay, just like what Obama and Trump the other day, laughing at the funeral, Okay, like they starting to become more and more reckless. All right, and not caring about what the people think. Okay, so they really about to really start showing their horns. Okay, it says, therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Okay, because again, they didn't have no problem not giving them folks no water while their houses burn out there. Okay, so if they would do that and that type of situation, you know, violence is covering their ass. All right, it says their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. Yeah, man, because they're never satisfied. All right, they're worth $8 billion. So why do you have to be this stingy? Why do you have to always look at everything as a profit? All right, because these people, again, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than a heart could wish, man. All right, just like right now, somehow, some way, instead of having gold in rotation, these goddamn devils have tricked everybody out their golds. All right, by giving them their goddamn FRN debt note. All right, and now that goddamn debt note is about to fail. All right, and the whole world is about to get reset back on gold and silver. The regular people don't have none of the shit that their grandfathers gave this goddamn devil years ago. All right, so like just in debt alone, they done robbed the shit out y'all. Especially you Americans, y'all the dumbest people ever. They robbed the shit out y'all. Okay, and they continue to rob you. All right, in the name of we need to send more troops over here against Russia, and you niggas haven't took a front ever since you been getting all the goddamn money. I remember the thing came out where somebody wanted to do a fucking somebody was calling for damn, what you call it, inventory on the money that was sent over there and the weapons. All right, and they both they came back where like they couldn't even track over half of the money. All right, or the weapons. Okay, because that shit is going to the politicians. All right, and being sent over to these small accounts, man, because they know what's coming to this place. All right, they try to build their bunkers. Verse 8, it says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. Okay? And, yeah, man, the video was good, man, because they get to going into more of their businesses and all this and all that. And how they got those pistachios over there in Iran and everything. Okay, so, hey, man, you know, the Lord is exposing Esau, all right, all their hidden companies, okay, and basically showing you what type of system and what type of leaders we're living under, all right, and you got them Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, y'all should be crying out, man, like, why would you want to stay in a place like this, all right? But again, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Shiva Kakadash, Shalom.